As America watches the politics and pageantry of the Democratic National Convention, there was not so good news for the campaign of Barack Obama. The debt load of the U.S. government hit $16 trillion. Even though the dubious accomplishment happened during his administration, Americans say there's plenty of blame to go around.
And I think some Americans feel that their parents had 2 cars and 2 garages, and they deserve that. I think there may need to be a readjustment of what people are really entitled to.
I think everyone was looking back towards the government for bailouts on whether it is health care or any other type of government handouts we could. And you know what? As individuals, we should take some of that burden on our own shoulders and work a little bit.
But with less than 60 days to Election Day, Republicans were quick to pounce on the news. House Speaker John Boehner released a statement which read in part, "Today's news is another sad reminder of President Obama's broken promise to cut the deficit in half. Instead of working in a bipartisan way to fulfill his promise, the president went on a stimulus-fueled spending binge that stuck every American man, woman, and child with a $50,000 share of his $16 trillion national debt. It's yet another indication that the president's policies have made things worse."
Certainly a very, very useful number for the Republicans to throw around and try to scare people with.
Daniel Alpert is a senior fellow at the Century Foundation and managing partner of Westwood Capital.
If we are going to enjoy a certain standard of safety net and living here in the United States, the economy itself needs to pay for that. And the only question is, where are you going to get that money from?
Most of America's astronomical debt is held by foreign and domestic investors, along with the Federal Reserve that buy U.S. bonds so that the government can pay its bills. Despite being vilified for its share of the bankrolling, China actually holds less than 8% of U.S. debt. More than a third of it all is actually owed to entitlement programs like Social Security and the pension programs of federal employees. While economists will continue to debate whether $16 trillion in U.S. debt will hurt the economy short term, one thing is clear. It is a number that will be heard by the American people a lot over the next several weeks, as both Democrats and Republicans try to use the issue to get an advantage come Election Day. Gary Anthony Ramsey, Press TV, New York.